Hey everyone, this is a re-upload. Apparently my previous video did not capture my audio properly, so we're gonna do this all over again. The Water Walking Prince Zero, impossible. So yes, this is Yamato Takeru Zero, and as you can see there is a new gimmick here. It is the needle panel, and as you might expect, the needle panels will hurt if you cross over them. Nah, that's not surprising. But it does hurt for 7,500, so that is actually a good amount of damage. So do take caution as you fling your monsters in this stage. And do note that they are rotating across different positions. So I would highly recommend you double check the location of which spikes are open. And on top of that, since this is a Yamato Takeru quest, should be no surprise that we see the blue onis again, and they will explode on you after 6 turns, the bottom right number. So make sure you take care of that number as you go across the different levels on this stage. Our first mini boss here is Okita Soji, and you want to make sure to take her out as quick as possible as well, because that top right number, it's a 3 right now, that is a ability lock, and as you can see the stage is littered with mines, so you don't want to have to worry about mines and the onis. So I would highly suggest you try and get rid of her as soon as possible, and the party I have here actually will help a lot. Of course, oh, well, that's not a surprise. But we've got Royce there with his amazing bump combo, and Onis is powerful homing, and double Marichis with their super awesome cross lasers. Now the third stage, we have Taira no Kiyomori on the bottom left. Basically what you want to do, just stay away from her for the first 5 turns. That top right number, which is a 4 right now it's a 3. It's a very powerful short range attack. As long as you're far away from her, it will do nothing to you. But if you're hugging up against her, be prepared to take a lot of damage if you're unlucky, which is, this game finds a way to make sure you're in the most unluckiest position when you don't want to be. But I would not suggest focusing on her at the beginning. You can kill her early if you can, but those onis, remember, they will explode on you, so take care of them first. Do not forget about those onis. But basically the key to this stage is making sure you've kept track of 2 things. Where are the active needle panels, and then are the onis gonna explode on you? Make sure you are flinging in a way where you like, this is bad here. Let's take a look at this. I'm going straight into the needle panels, and 1, 2. Ouch, not good. So please be careful. In addition, since we have that the droplet with the boot, the first time you run into him, you'll speed up. And got a nice lucky match shot there on the right side. The area between the top right Oni and Yamato Takeru Zero is pinchable, so if you can get in there, you can also do a lot of damage. And as per Zero Impossible tradition, if you clear the mini boss, you're done with the stage. Now, there is an important new attack that Yamato Takeru has, and that's the speed bomb. And the amount of damage it does scales with your monster's speed. So, as you can see here, Marichi has about 370 speed, so that damage was that level. Kushinada is a very highly recommended monster for this stage, but if you bring her, you want to bring her without the Morling bonuses, because with the Morling bonuses she goes up to 450, and that actually does an immense amount of damage that will hurt later in the boss stages. So because all of my Marichis and Kushinadas are basically hypermaxed, I had to leave Kushinada behind. Alright, boss stage. The boss stages do a lot of damage. So, first things first, let's get rid of Okita Soji because you do not want to deal with the ability lock. And to make things worse, Yamato Takeru will revive 2 of these random minions. That also includes the speed up dude on the bottom left I already killed. So if you can spend your first 3 turns to kill all of the minions, that increases your chances of Okita not being revived. That makes sense? You want to kill as much as you can to reduce the chance of Okita from revival. And you do need to worry about the onis exploding. As you can see, that left needle panel is permanently up, so you want to be careful of that. And the needle panel on the right is going up and down. Gotta worry about that too. So yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of damage, and luckily that heart there is was kind to me. I was hoping I can sneak up on top of Yamato. You can do a lot of damage if you get stuck up there, but no dice. And as you see, that horizon laser actually does a lot of damage, so you do want to try and stay away from the sides of Yamato Takeru. And yeah, that's what I was talking about. If you get up on top of Yamato Takeru's head, you will do a lot of damage. If you have someone like Hunter King, or I don't know, one of those guys that have the wall bounce strike shots, that's a good chance of doing damage. Now stage 2, we get another look at Tairo no Kiyomori. Again, stay away from her as much as possible while dealing enough damage to the onis to mitigate any extra damage. Take care of the permanent spikes on the bottom right, and the panels that will switch on and off on the top and the bottom left. One thing to be very careful about is if you're in a situation like right now where Marichi is on top of the needle panels, do not forget that he's on top of there. We know he's going to take damage right away, but the last thing you want to do is go side to side to kill that oni on the right. That will kill you. And if you forget that you are on some needle panels, that can be very costly. And I got super lucky with that speed bomb. So because I was in panic mode, let's just slow everybody. Okay, I did miss one of the onis, but that's fine. We want to make sure that our HP is topped off here, so on top of Marichi's awesome bump combo, making sure we get some time for safety is a good thing. That oni on the left was just about to explode, so good job past me for remembering not to forget to take him down. But we are running low on time to take down Yamato Takeru Zero, so we're going to want to make sure we speed this up a little. So that was a pretty dangerous move again. I'm sure I was well aware of the dangers of those spikes. Again, that heart on the right is very tempting, but the more scary part is the spikes on the right, bottom right, so I opted to hit the spikes first, then get a heart. And because Yamato Takeru was not attacking, well, maybe it was worth it. Looks like I'm gonna go for the kill. I think I got pretty lucky with that bounce. Oof, that was pretty scary. And I have no idea how I only hit those spikes once on that turn. No, I don't know. Alright, final stage. This is chaos. You've got an Okita Soji on the right, who you have to worry about for the ability lock. You've got Taira on the left, who has that crazy short range attack, as well as just a spread shot attack. So I'm just going to use Marichi's strike shot to get rid of her. And I was hoping to get a pinch somewhere in there because of that speed up, but looks like no dice there. And don't forget there's also an Oni on the top, and let's see what Royce's strike shot. He will spread out all of those spikes per bounce. Maybe if I went horizontally it would have been better, but again I was worried about that horizon laser, so I'm just gonna say I made a good decision there. Gonna try and play it safe here and go in between the Oni and Yamato Takeru. That could have easily gone super bad because if I had spilled out to the right, I probably would have gone over those spikes so many times. But oof. And this is just do or die, I think. Yep, spike, spike, heart, and then bump combos. And luckily, Morichi's bump combo was able to do it. But yeah, not the cleanest run. That's fine by me. Important thing is whether I get a drop or not. There we go. Because I wasn't local co-oping, nothing guaranteed, but luckily luck was on my side, so let's take a look. There you go, Yamatake Zero. Pretty tough quest with the monsters I had. My tablet completely out of luck. It doesn't have much to help, so I'm glad this was able to work out. So that's it for this time. Thank you for watching, and if you happen to watch this a second time, double thanks to you. Otherwise, until next time, bye bye.